Ilhan Omar shares Bush quote about 9/11 similar to her comments. Was he downplaying terrorism? Okay, so the quote Ilhan Omar is citing is, "The people and the people who knocked these buildings down will hear all of us soon." Was Bush downplaying the terrorist attack? She then goes on to say, what if he was a Muslim? The difference between the two quotes is obviously the sympathy factor here. Listen, I mean, the people and the people who knocked down these buildings, the people and the people who knocked these buildings down will hear all of us soon. I mean, it's just the end part. Will hear all of us soon. I'm going to say that's a little bit of sympathetic reassurance. Let's not forget that, this article clearly states that Bush made that quote 3 days after the attack. So I guess when Bush had time, he went down to New York and briefly discussed 9/11 happening. I mean, definitely the people affected by 9/11, like the families of victims of 9/11 were definitely heard, because that's why, the 9/11 Victim Fund was created, right? I'm going to wrap this up real quick. So Bush went down to New York, briefly discussed 9/11 and, the tragedy that ensured. And he didn't, okay, I'll give you that. He didn't whip out the encyclopedia ready to list off. Yeah, he didn't bring an encyclopedia to list off adjectives of how bad 9/11 was. But in 2002, he did sign into law the 9/11 Victims Fund. So, like the old saying goes, actions speak louder than words. Now compare that to what Ilhan Omar said. 9/11 was something done by some people. Follow that up with telling Muslim activists to get up in people's faces, along with saying that Israel has a dual allegiance. I mean, clearly they're not the same comment. I mean, if she's not talking about, if she's not talking about how Muslims are second-class citizens, if she's not talking about how much she hates Jews, or if she's not downplaying American tragedies, if she's not doing any of those things, I mean, unless she's doing those things, nothing coming out of her mouth seems genuine to me at all. I mean, listen to this verbal diarrhea. It's just fucking not even true. She tweeted again. She said, "Given the death threats I face, I hope leaders of both parties will join me in condemning it. My love and commitment to our country and that of my colleagues should never be in question. We are all Americans." And that's just a bunch of fucking bullshit. Ilhan Omar, you are not an American. Your actions say so. The words you say about America's allies say so. Every fucking time you open your mouth, it's something hateful. What did she say? She said, we as Muslims are being treated as second-class citizens and we're tired of it. Okay, well then, fucking leave. By the way, 2 death threats that you deserve, by the way. There's only one group of people I would like to get rid of, and that would be the liberal group of every race and gender, right? The liberal white people, the liberal black people, the liberal gay people, the liberal transgender people.